All right, all right. Are you guys ready to cook with me? So this should be a pretty quick recipe. This should be a pretty quick dinner. We're gonna make mac and cheese, vegan style. Vegan style mac and cheese. So it's so good, you guys. Listen, look at me bringing you guys into my vegan world. You're gonna love it here. You're gonna be getting so much fiber. You're gonna be feeling so much healthier. It's just the whole vibe here. You're going to love my vegan recipes. I put on this pretty yellow dress to cook, but it is wrinkled. Don't judge me on my wrinkliness, okay? Do not judge me on my wrinkles. It is what it is. It is what it is. So let's get started. I have my cutting board here. And you guys, I've been letting my cashews soak. So the cashews are going to be what we use for the cheese sauce. So good. But you have to let them soak. These are raw cashews. You have to let them soak. So they've been soaking for about 5 hours now. So they're definitely soft. We're going to blend all that up in a second. But first what I want to do is get all of my vegetables on my skillet. So I'm gonna put a little bit of avocado oil in my skillet so that doesn't stick to the bottom. I think we should be done with this in like 30 minutes. I think 30 minutes will do. And I've been reading y'all's comments. You guys like when I cook, which is perfect because I like cooking. So that works out great. All right, let me go ahead and plug this skillet up. I zoomed in a little bit on the camera. Zoom out just a little bit. Out. Okay. So I have mushrooms and bell peppers and onions. Fortunately for me, some of my onions are already cut up because I used them the other day when we made the vegan omelet. And I have baby Bella mushrooms here. I think that's all the veggies I have for this. Yeah, mushrooms, onions, and bell pepper. Just throw all that in. And we're gonna be using orzo pasta. Let me just... So I saw at the store, this is regular orzo, bronze cut macaroni product. But when I went to Kroger, I got this out of Whole Foods, but when I went to Kroger, they had a chickpea orzo. But I've never cooked with chickpea noodles before. Sometimes with plant vegetables, with plant noodles, you guys, like, it cooks quicker. And sometimes the texture isn't always right. And my trainer was the one that recommended me to do lentil noodles because he was like, out of all the vegetable noodles that they have, he felt like lentil noodles resembled the taste of regular noodles the closest. And honestly, to be completely honest with you guys, that's the only noodle I've had. So I saw the chickpea orzo. You know, they also have chickpea everything. So like chickpea spaghetti noodles, chickpea everything. But I have not tried it. I have not tried it. So if you have tried it before, leave a comment and let me know, is it good? Is the texture right or nah? And if you haven't already, try the red lentil noodles, you guys. Those are really good too. Red lentil noodles are really, really good. So I'm just gonna cut up my bell peppers. We'll do 3 bell peppers. And you guys, also, whenever I make any type of pasta dish, my pasta always, always, always has way more vegetables than pasta, okay? Even when I'm using red lentil noodles, it's just, you really wanna make sure you're getting your veggies in. Most of us do not eat the right amount of veggies that we should be eating daily. You can't go wrong with too many vegetables. It doesn't exist. And it helps fill you up, so you might as well just loaded in there. Oh, I did grab some frozen broccoli. So we'll put that in towards the end because that only takes a few seconds. But yeah, so let's see. I'm trying to think what I wanted to do while we cooked was talk about some of the questions that I see like regularly in the comments. So first of all, I want to say thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. You guys are so sweet. Y'all really keep me going. And a lot of times, like I tell y'all, don't be in your head about anything. And I be in my head about a lot of things. I ain't even gonna lie to you. One thing I try to do is just be as transparent as possible. I be in my head like second guessing a lot of things, and like reading y'all's comments, y'all really keep me in order. Cause sometimes I be wondering like, is this even like a good idea? Like, should I keep doing this? Am I really inspiring people? And every day I get comments from you guys talking about how I've inspired you to work out. There was one, and again, I don't know if these are women or men, but based off of the profile picture, there was one woman who commented on a video the other day and was like, I motivated her to get a gym membership. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, that really made me feel so good. And I get it, you guys, I get it. Like, for those of y'all who don't know my story, just briefly, when I first started training weightlifting, I hired a personal trainer. I did have some weightlifting experience. I did used to play basketball in high school and in college. Not so much in high school did they, but in college we did do weightlifting, but I didn't take it seriously. Like I didn't take it seriously like I do now. But I did have some weightlifting experience. I also did CrossFit on and off for several years. I was never really consistent with it. But I did have weight room experience to some degree, but not anything like now. Like nothing like what I do now. But it can be really intimidating to start working out and going to the gym if you've never gone before. Like I get it. I really get it. And I commend so many people who are just brave enough to just take that first step and just go work out. Like you are the true all-star because it's so much stuff. It's so much stuff. And I'm so glad I had my trainer to teach me because y'all, like I know what muscle groups I'm working now, but I'm telling you, like when I was in college and stuff, I didn't know we was working back or we was doing stuff that's gonna hit quad. I didn't know any of that stuff. I didn't take that shit seriously. I just wanted to play basketball. Like, and we only weightlifted during off season. We never weightlifted like during season. So it was never consistent enough to really build some muscle. But being in the gym can be really intimidating if you're not familiar with stuff. There's so many pieces of equipment. And it's like, yes, there are pictures, but just that initial step of just going, like just, it's one thing to sign up for membership, but to actually go, because you know how many times I've had a gym membership and didn't go? Like, seriously, like that's a whole nother thing within itself to actually go. So if you're actually going, you are killing it. Like you are killing it. You have already done what most people cannot do, which is getting out of your comfort zone, overcoming your fears of gym anxiety, thinking that people are looking at you, just that all together, like that right there. You are doing an amazing job. So, you know, keep it up. Don't let anyone make you feel like you're not, because you are. And don't let yourself make you feel like you're not, because you are. You are doing an amazing job. All right. So I got my peppers in, mushrooms and onions. We're going to make the cheese sauce real quick. That's what I'm saying. This recipe is going to be really quick. I don't think this is going to take too long. So like I said, I already had my cashews soaking. I'm going to get my blender here. And don't feel like, you guys, you can use a cheaper blender. Like this blender that I have here is a Vitamix, but it's the base one. Like it was the cheapest one. I think at the time it was like $260-ish, somewhere up in there. That's pretty expensive. That's pretty expensive. I mean, it's a great blender. I feel like it's not as great as it used to be. That could be wear and tear, but it's a great blender. But don't think that you can't get a cheaper one. Like, I've tried vegan recipes before this go around of being vegan, and the blender I had back then, this was years and years and years ago. I think I only paid like $30 for it at Walmart, and it made the cheese sauce. It did make it. Now, it did take it longer to blend. I'm gonna be honest. It takes a little bit longer to get nice and smooth, but it will get the job done. It will definitely get the job done. So don't feel like you have to invest in a really expensive blender to make some vegan cheese, because you don't. If anything, you might just have to add a little bit more liquid, but it'll get the job done is the point. All right, so one other thing, I don't know if it matters or not, but when I do soak my cashews, I put purified water on it. I don't know if that makes a difference. It's just something I do. All right. So I have 1.5 cups of raw cashews. Make sure you guys use raw, not roasted, because it's not gonna do what it needs to do. So raw cashews. Also, someone else in the comments told me that they make their vegan cheese sauce with, what did she say? Sweet potato, carrots, nutritional yeast. It was something else she said. I'm gonna have to try that one day. And she said it tastes so good. So I'm definitely gonna have to try that. So there's definitely a nut-free version that you can make as well. And I did not season the vegetables because I seasoned the sauce, and so I don't need a double season. It's just gonna be too strong. So we're gonna do, need the 1/4 cup. We're gonna do 1/4 cup of, well, heaping 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. This flavor is nacho spice. They have regular, but I like the nacho spice one. Let me grab some vegetable broth. I think I have some that's already open. Yep. I don't remember how much. I wrote it down. I've like made so many versions of my cheese sauce. I actually wrote it down so I can remember my measurements. Let me see. Vegan. All right, here we go. 1 cup vegetable broth, 1/4 cup soy milk. All right. Let me grab my soy milk. And you can use any milk, almond milk, soy milk, oat milk. I've never had oat milk, so I don't even know how that tastes. I heard it's creamy. Dairy milk, it's really up to you. I don't know how the dairy milk would taste. I don't know. All right. And then I'm just gonna add some of my favorite seasonings. So I'm gonna grab some smoked paprika, some onion powder, and some garlic powder. And that should be good. I don't do too much salt anymore. That's one thing that I noticed since eating healthy. I really can't tolerate salt like I used to. Stuff gets way too salty for me. So I really just use like powders and peppers. I don't really use too much salty stuff. But season it to your liking, whatever your heart desires. And some smoked paprika. Oh, it's gnats. Okay. Let's blend. Oh, yeah, I am going to need the vegetable oil. It takes a little while to blend, I'm not gonna lie to you, because it has to get really smooth. All right, let's check it out. I am someone, I have to cook and clean, cook, clean. I cannot cook and just sit in my mess. All right, so the vegetables are pretty much almost done. So we're gonna go ahead and add the orzo in now. So it's 1 part orzo, 2 parts vegetable broth. So I'll do 2 cups of orzo here. So that means I'll do 4 cups of vegetable broth, roughly. I think I do end up adding a little bit more vegetable broth to it. So we're gonna do 1 cup and 2. Well, should I finish the box? No, it's okay. Let's be good. All right, so we'll do 4 cups of vegetable broth. 1, 2, 3, and you guys, my apartment complex literally has an infestation of gnats. Like, it's the most disgusting thing ever. And I have called multiple times. It's so annoying. And they exterminate, but yet they're still here. Okay. Actually, I will put the rest of the orzo on here. Just dump that in there. All right, so I'll just let this do its thing. I'm just gonna put the lid on it and let it cook up. And I'll just keep checking it to make sure that it doesn't like dry out or anything like that. So let's check this cheese sauce that we have going on here. It smells so good. And you guys, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I've been vegan for 2 years and some change now. So when I tell you guys things that taste like things, you have to understand. I no longer eat those things. So I don't remember. I don't remember what a lot of stuff tastes like. Like, I can't sit here and tell you that I remember what cheese tastes like. Like, I have an idea, but like to say like, oh, it tastes just like cheddar cheese. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. But this tastes good to me. Okay, so what the point I'm making is I don't want you guys to go into this thinking like, okay, this is gonna taste just like grandma's macaroni and cheese. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to come into it with an open mind and understand that at the end of the day, these are plants. Okay, because there's so many times where people that I know have been like, oh, well, I tried this, it doesn't taste anything like that. Like, I just want you to understand it's like similar. You know what I mean? Like, just go into it with an open mind. That's the point. So this is not done yet. It's still got a little bit of chunks in it. Let me show you guys what it looks like so y'all can use it as a reference. So not all of the cashews are all the way, see how it's a little clumpy? This is gonna be like smooth, just like nacho cheese. Like if you were to get some nachos, you know how smooth the nachos are? It's gonna turn out just like that, okay? So we got some more blending to do here. Okay. Ooh, yes. And you know it's blended. Like sometimes it gets hot because it's really working. All right, so there's definitely some smoke coming from here. And it is nice and smooth. All right, let me show you guys what it looks like. This is what I'm talking about. It looks like cheese sauce. Like, look at that. You see how smooth and creamy that is? Pause. You see? This is how it's supposed to be. And do you see the smoke? Like, is the camera showing you? Okay, the blender put in some work, honey. Let me see. And a lot of times it'll be warm. Yes, it's hot. Like, I just microwaved it. So this is perfect. This tastes so good, you guys. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right, so this is done. So I'm just going to keep the lid on it so the gnats don't get in my cheese sauce. I'll just stick this back here. And now all we got to do is just kind of wait for the pasta to do its thing. All right. I know some of you guys are probably wondering, like, why do I put my hand over the camera? It's so when I'm editing my video, because I also make this for my other YouTube channel, when I'm editing, it's quicker for me to, like, scan through the file to find, like, where to pause, where to cut. It just makes it easier for editing purposes, that's why. But you guys get the full behind the scenes. But if you want to see like the cut up version, then go to my other YouTube channel. It's on my profile. If you scroll through, if you go to my channel, like my actual channel, and you scroll towards the bottom, you'll see where it says other channels, and it is I Am Chocolate Mini. But yes, I do a lot more like motivational content there, talking about like you can do it, don't give up. Yeah. This is more like behind the scenes, streams, video games, all of those things. We'll keep the vegetable broth out. We don't need the cheese sauce anymore. I mean the nutritional yeast. Let me wipe up the counter. Oh, it's getting dark. You guys, it has been raining every day. It has been raining every day. Oh, that's a gift. I was like, what is that on that screen? It's been raining every day. It's so annoying. I hate rain. And today it was like cold. Now I am one of those people, I'm always cold. If you know someone who's like always cold, that's me. Like I'm always cold. But it was pretty chilly today. When we went to the gym, my car said it was like 74 degrees. That is cold, especially for winter. I mean, for summer. That is cold. That is definitely cold. Okay. Check on this. You just want to keep stirring it. This skillet is on its last leg, so like stuff kind of sticks to the burner portion of it. So I really have to like stir it up so that it doesn't do that. Because otherwise it just burns. And you want it to be soft. I think it's still hard. Yeah, it's nowhere near done. We got a good amount of time here. All right. Matter of fact, let me put a little bit more vegetable broth in here. All right. All right, so I just checked on my pasta. It's still hard. So I put a little more vegetable broth in there. You want the pasta to get soft, like, like regular pasta. So same thing, same concept. So another thing that I see a lot of you guys asking is, how did I know how many grams of protein to eat when I was bulking and how many grams of protein to eat when I was cutting? So my trainer figured all of that out for me. One thing I will say to you guys, okay, I see a lot of stuff online where it's talking about, oh, you should be eating like zero point 0.7 grams of protein per body weight. You guys, when I was 340 pounds, my trainer never had me eating 200 plus grams of protein. I never ate that much protein. Even when I was bulking, I never ate that much protein. I honestly feel like that's for people who are really cut up and jacked up. I had to lose a lot of weight. So even when I first started my weight loss journey, when I was at my biggest, he had me eating like 60 grams of protein. Like that was it. He was like, anything more than that, you're just gonna gain weight. And I lost weight and I was still getting stronger in the gym. Like, it's newbie gains. So when you first start weightlifting, you're gonna get strong really, really fast because your body is really good at adapting to any type of physical activity that you start putting it through. But that kind of teeters off like 2 years into weightlifting. But for your first 2 years, like, you're gonna get super strong, super fast. And I was doing that, and I was not eating 200 grams of protein. You guys, I honestly feel like, I'm not a doctor, nor do I claim to be. I really believe, because y'all see me pushing heavy weight every day, I feel like we should prioritize more eating whole foods versus eating like protein. Like, yeah, I'm not sitting here saying don't eat protein. That's not what I'm saying at all. Like, you should be eating your protein. But I feel like the fitness community, like, overemphasizes the importance of protein instead of overemphasizing the importance of eating foods that aren't processed. So lots of vegetables, lots of fruit. Like, you guys, look at all the fruit I have over here. I have mangoes, I have bananas, I have plantains. I got some apples today when I was at Whole Foods. Like, I eat so much plants. I eat blueberries every single day, pineapples, um, oatmeal. I eat oatmeal every single day. I make my own granola now, but I don't really eat too much processed stuff. Like, I do drink soy milk, that's processed. Like, I can't go outside and fetch me a pitcher of soy milk, right? So that's processed. Okay. I do eat my non-dairy yogurt, that's processed. Um, I did eat just egg yesterday and today, but that's not something I normally eat. I'm trying to think, like, you guys, I don't really eat that much stuff. Like, even with this, the only thing that's processed in this is the pasta, but like the cheese sauce, that's Whole Foods. Like, that was cashews, that was vegetable broth. Like, you guys, the vegetable broth has like ingredients that you can actually pronounce, like organic carrots, filtered water, onion powder. You know what I mean? Like, just try to reduce how much processed stuff you're eating. Like, stop going to the frozen food section and eating those damn frozen dinners. You know what I mean? Like, stop it. It's horrible for you. Stop eating like Kraft macaroni and cheese with the powdered cheese. You know what I mean? Like, stop eating Doritos and Chips Ahoy cookies, like stuff like that. Like, I'm not sitting here saying I don't enjoy my sweets from time to time. I do have a sweet tooth. But I'm just saying, if you work on reducing how much of that stuff you eat, I feel like that's gonna, one, that's gonna help you lose weight a lot. And then two, I feel like you're still gonna get stronger. Like, y'all see, I'm strong as fuck. And I'm not eating 200 grams of protein. I'm not. And now that I've been cutting, you guys, I'm eating about 70 grams of protein. And I'm 240 pounds. So that's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. Like, I know we're all different. All of our bodies are made different or whatever. But I can just tell you, like, firsthand, like, I don't obsess over protein like that. And I get stronger all of the time. So I am consistent with it too. That's the other thing. Like, a lot of you guys aren't consistent. Like, I'm just being honest. A lot of you guys are not consistent. But I do know that if you eat way too much protein, you're gonna gain weight. You're gonna gain weight. So I would focus on eating more whole foods, stuff from the ground. Like, stop going in the aisles so much in the grocery store. Stay on the outskirts. Like, if you're gonna do chicken, like, go to the butcher and get the chicken. I don't know about the frozen chicken. I don't eat that stuff. But when it comes to vegetables and fruit, you can have frozen fruit. You can have frozen vegetables. That's fine. Don't eat the cans. Do not eat the cans of fruit and the cans of vegetables, because that is full of salt and sugar. Okay. So, try to stay in the produce section. Try to stay on the outskirts of the store. So if you're going to do dairy, like, stay there. Don't really go too much into the aisles like that. That's what's really going to help you lose the weight that you want to lose. So, yeah, let's check this pasta. So it's getting better, but it's still not ready yet. I think it has like 5 more minutes or so. And then we will add the cheese sauce. All right, all right. Let me taste this, see how it tastes. Got a little bit longer, but it's tasting good. We didn't even put any seasoning on this because the seasoning is in the cheese sauce. And let's do that now while we wait for this. I got food I have to dump out. One thing I'm trying to do is keep my refrigerator clean. Because I have a horrible habit of just putting new stuff in the front of the fridge and pushing everything towards the back, and then like a month will go by and I'll be like, what does that smell? And I'll go through my freaking fridge and stuff is rotting. So I am trying my best to not do that. So let me dump last week's stuff. Even though I pretty much ate everything, like, there wasn't much left. I ate mostly everything that we cooked. There's only a little bit of the spaghetti squash left. This cheese sauce has gone bad. We made this last week for the spaghetti. So I can dump that. I only have a drop of spaghetti left. So we did good there. I'm just working on too, like, sometimes I cook too much. Not on purpose. I just forget I'm only one person. And so I'll make too much of stuff and I can't eat it all. Yes, I'm 240. I feel like someone else was shocked when I told him I was 240. I'm like, why is that so shocking? I think I asked someone how much do they think I weigh. They told me they think I'm like 215. I was like, I wish. Like, I wish I was 215. I would love to be 215. But yes, I am 240. I'm a big girl. That's all that muscle I got. Y'all know I'm strong. If y'all be watching my gym vlogs, y'all know. I be pushing big boy weight. I can keep up with some men. No, let me stop. Some, not all. Big boy weight. Y'all seen I was doing 60-pound dumbbell press, bench press with the dumbbells. Hell yeah. I had a spotter, of course, but I think if I remember correctly, I was able to get 6 solid reps by myself. And then he helped me finish the set. Okay. Oh, that's not mine. Yeah, that one bad. That stink. All right. Got all of the food out. Since we're making new foods, no sense in keeping the old food, right? But I'm trying my best to cut down on waste. So I think I did good this week. I think I did real good. A lot of times I won't even make a separate meal for lunch. I'll just eat the same thing for lunch and dinner so that I don't overcook. Okay. Wash my hands. All right. Let's check this pasta. I think it's done. Got a wedgie. All right. All right. Let's check. Ooh, looking good, looking good. Yeah, I think it's done. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm just going to turn this on low and I'm going to grab some frozen broccoli and the frozen broccoli, it's only gonna take like a few seconds. So just kind of put it on the top. It's already cooked, it's just frozen. You feel me? So we'll just, I should have put it in a little sooner, but I forgot. Let me taste the noodles real quick just to make sure they soft. Okay. Yeah, so noodles are just about done. A few more seconds, so I'll sprinkle a little bit of vegetable broth. So a wee bit more. And just kind of let the broccoli steam real quick. Okay. Let it just do its thing. And you guys, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna mix the cheese sauce all together in it. I'm just gonna make my bowl and then put some cheese sauce on it. Because I told you guys before, like, because this is made out of cashews, nuts, it's high in calories, high in fat. It's still good fat. Like, unsaturated fat is your healthy fat. It's really good for you, good for your heart. But you still don't want to eat too much of it. You know what I mean? So if I can portion control how much of the cheese sauce I can eat, then I know like I'm sticking under a certain amount of calories. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I'm gonna do mine. If you're not on a weight loss journey, but you just want to make it, then go ahead, drizzle it all in. Only thing I will tell you, when you are reheating this cheese sauce, it will dry out. So what I suggest is sprinkle some vegetable broth or some water on your food with the cheese sauce so that it doesn't dry out when you microwave it. But other than that, it reheats just fine. Just be a little cautious of that, and don't forget your vegetable broth. So I'm trying to think. Another question that you guys ask, I see a lot of people asking. We talked about protein, and my trainer gave me the numbers for that. Even when I was bulking, you guys, I think I was eating like 150 grams of protein. That was on a good day. Like, that was really hard to do because you guys know I'm vegan. It's not that there's not protein in vegan stuff, but you guys, like, I'm not eating a steak. So, like, a steak, you can easily get what, like 50 or 60 grams of protein in that. I don't eat that. So, and you know, plant-based foods is full of fiber. So that's what's gonna make you feel really full. So it's really hard to eat all of that because you're already eating clean foods, unprocessed foods. That's gonna make you feel full anyways. And then you gotta try to eat a shit ton of it because you need all of the protein. So bulking, it was really hard at first. Like the first month was pretty hard, then it got easier. But yeah, so that's the answer for that when it comes to protein. I'm trying to think of another question I see a lot. I probably should have wrote them down. Oh, that's what it was. Why did I choose to hire a personal trainer instead of looking up stuff on YouTube? So one thing about me, I'm all for paying for education, not necessarily college. Like, I feel like college or university is like one of the biggest plays in the U.S. Like, but that's neither here nor there. That's not the point. But I'm all about paying for education when it comes to making me better, when it comes to learning how to run a business. Anything that's gonna help me in the long run, I'm more than willing to spend money on it. And one thing that I've learned on my journeys and being, you know, getting older is I don't know everything. And I can put my ego to the side real quick. It's something about having someone who is like an expert in the field of weight loss and exercise and, you know, helping you figure out your macros. Like, yeah, you can look all that stuff up, but like just think about the protein example we just talked about, how all the time online I see it saying that you should be eating 0.7 to like 1.2 grams of protein of body weight. That you are, okay? So with that being said, like just that alone, like just imagine if I didn't have my trainer and I was just going off of that reading. I would be thinking I'm supposed to be eating 300 grams of protein a day or 340 grams of protein a day when I was at my heaviest at 340 pounds. That's what I would have thought because that's what I saw on Google, but that's not true. Like that's not true at all. It's like that's way too much protein. No, like that's way too much protein. And after a certain number of protein, it's argued, like they argue if it's even beneficial after a certain amount. So you know, it's stuff like that that only a personal trainer is going to be able to educate you on. And of course, you have to you have to make sure that you're hiring the right trainer, right? Like, I feel like anyone could just, pass a test, but that doesn't mean that they really know. They just know how to take a test. But my trainer, like, he really knows. Like, I still ask him questions to this day. Like, he really knows. So, I just feel like when you have that person, and then on top of that, like, he would ask me questions, like, when we were doing in-person sessions, like, what am I eating for dinner? Like, he would ask me that every session. And I'm not gonna lie, like, when I first started, I wasn't following the routine. Like, I was just there to work out. Like, I wasn't even really going crazy with the food like that. But it got to a point where I was tired of lying because I felt like he knew I was lying. And it was just hard to make up lies. So like having that person like constantly asking you like, are you eating right? What did you eat for dinner? Did you try that new recipe I told you? Like that just really helps because at the end of the day, like it's not really what you do in the gym that's gonna help you lose weight, it's what you eat in the kitchen. So, and I didn't know anything about food. Like a lot of stuff that I thought was healthy, he was telling me like, that's not healthy. Like, no, don't eat that. Please don't eat that. So, I just feel like that's just, you're not gonna get that off of Google or you're not gonna get that off of YouTube. That's just me though. Like everyone has their own thoughts and opinions and budget. Now, I did spend a pretty penny, I'm not gonna lie. But even to this day, like I don't regret any of it because I live a totally different lifestyle and he helped me so much and he's vegan. But he didn't even push being vegan on me. He just pushed like, you know, eat more plants, eat more fruit. Like any trainer is going to tell you that regardless. Like you should eat a shit ton of vegetables. You should eat a shit ton of fruit, right? You should eat like beans and pinto beans and like black beans, chickpeas. Like you should eat that stuff. That's what's healthy for you. So he never like pushed it, but he was constantly telling me like, I need you to eat more vegetables. Like you should be eating way more vegetables on your plate. If you have a plate full of chicken, rice, and vegetables, you should have way more vegetables on that plate than you do rice and way more vegetables on that plate than you do chicken. Like he taught me that. I didn't know that. I thought you only need a little bit of vegetables. But no, that's not true. So he taught me all that stuff. So I don't feel like it was a waste of money at all. It was so beneficial. It changed my life completely. So, I feel like if you have it, or if there's, like, I feel like a lot of us, I don't know about today, like, the economy is pretty tight, but this was 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, when it wasn't that like that. If you can look in your budget and figure out, like, ways to cut, and I know that might be hard today, but if you can, I highly recommend you hire a personal trainer. Like, even if you only do like 2 sessions a week, like that, right? Make sure it's the right person. Like I said, like make sure the energy's right. Make sure like you feel like they know. Because some people they don't really know. So, and he was very personable. He's just a great person overall. Like not even just about like weight loss and fitness. Like he's just a great person overall. So, that really helped me. All right, let's see. Yep. I think the broccoli's done too. Let me taste it. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna let it sit for like a few more seconds. I put a little more vegetable sauce. Yeah. A few more minutes. Just to make sure the broccoli's all the way done. I should have put it in sooner, but we're here now. We are here now. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. My nose got runny. Let me grab my water real quick. Okay. Just a few more seconds. I'm ready to eat. Okay. Hmm. When is the debate? Like, I'm just there for kicks and giggles. If you want me to be honest with you. Like the debate with Trump and Biden was like so funny to me. Like, I'm just there for a good laugh. Like, I'm just being honest. I'm just there. I'm just there for a good laugh. Okay, I think it's ready. Ooh yes. Mm. Okay. Oops. I made a mess. And I made a mess. And I'm gonna scrape out some cheese sauce. Ooh yes, baby. Oh my gosh. I'm about to show you guys. Mm, perfect. Mm, mm, mm. And that's how you do it. And that's how you do it. All right. I'm going to bring y'all close so y'all can see. Okay. All right, you guys. So this is what the pasta looks like without the cheese sauce on it. So yeah, nice and colorful. Look at all those pretty colors. That's what I'm talking about. Green, red, orange. And then this is my macaroni and cheese. So I already put some cheese sauce on it. So now it's time to taste it. But look at that. Look at that. Look at how yummy it looks. Full of veggies and protein. All right, let's get ready to taste this. Gotta put y'all back on the tripod. All right. Are y'all ready? Here we go. Mm. 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 Oh man. Mm. You guys. Yep. Yep. And that's how you do it. Vegan macaroni and cheese right there. Mushrooms, bell peppers, onions, broccoli. Mmm. Mm-mm. All right. Well, there you have it. Another delicious, healthy meal. Let me know what y'all want me to make next. Like I am gonna make the homemade yogurt. I've never done that before. We're gonna do it. I also saw a recipe for homemade eggs, vegan eggs. Because right now, when I want eggs, I just do the just egg, but it's heavily processed. But I have seen people make it with mung beans. I've never done that before either. But anyways, let me know what you guys want me to make next. I'm gonna keep the recipes coming. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today. If you want to see what we did yesterday for back, biceps, and abs, make sure y'all click right here. Click right here. It was a whole vibe. Did some new stuff. It was great. And I will see you guys tomorrow bright and early for chest, shoulders, and triceps. Bye, you guys. All right. So the YouTube video is done. Y'all, I'm going to eat this. It is time to eat. It do need a little sea salt, but it's still really good. Matter of fact, let me sprinkle this a little bit. Just a little bit. Like one little click will do it. Oh, let me turn the skillet off. Y'all, this is really good. Vegan macaroni and cheese, baby. You probably didn't even know that's possible. You probably didn't even know it was possible. Oh, it's possible. Mmm. 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 Oh, this is good. This is real good. Oh, yeah. Mmm. 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 It's crazy how this cheese sauce tastes like cheese. Like, who would have thought? All with some nutritional yeast. That's crazy. I wish you could try some. You would like it. I feel like you would. Mmm. Delicious. So all I'm gonna do is just put some in a container I'm full. I was gonna get some more, but honestly, I am stuffed. I am stuffed. I can't eat anymore. I want to, but I am so full. Let me put the cheese sauce up. Find a container. For that, I had a glass. Oh, here. I was about to say I had a glass square container. So yeah, I'm gonna keep the sauce separate from the pasta. Plus, if I need it for something else real quick, I have it. You know what I mean? So we just put it in its own container. It makes a lot too. All right. Let's clean the kitchen. And then I can start the dishwasher. Now I gotta find a container for the pasta portion. Need a big one. Perfect. Oh, and I still have vegetable broth left, so this can go back in the fridge. Okay. Oh, you guys, remember the other day when we were watching Power? You know, YouTube flagged that. He gave me a copyright. Well, it's not a strike. They just said like I can't monetize the video. I knew it was like that for music. I didn't think it mattered for TV shows. Yeah, it knew the episode and everything. I said, now how I knew all that? That AI shit is crazy, boy. And that was like, it was days later. It was days later. I'm like, dang, okay. It's like it's sticking to the. You know what this scooper reminds me of? Okay, funny story. If you go to any of these places, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You ever been to Chipotle or Cava or Roots or one of those type of fucking restaurants where you walk through the line and tell them what to put in your bowl? This is what this spoon reminds me of. See how like the pasta is sticking to it? This is what they do. Okay, let's say I'm Chipotle. I'm at Chipotle, okay? This is prime example. I'm at Chipotle, right? So I'm gonna be the lady behind the counter, okay? And you're gonna be me telling me that I want fajita peppers. This is what she's gonna do. I'm the lady. This is what she's gonna do. She's gonna take a scoop, and they're gonna take it. That's what they're gonna do. Okay, then say, can I get a little bit more? Okay, can I get a little bit more, please? This is what they're gonna do. And you gonna look, you be like, and then they're gonna be like, if I give you another scoop, it's gonna be double. Tell me they don't do that. Tell me they don't do that. They do this shit all the time. That's what this food reminds me of. Is that stupid ass shit that they do. Trying to cheat you. I don't eat meat, but when I used to eat meat, like, they did that shit with the chicken. Like, that shit used to piss me off. Like, I'm ready to fight them. Like, bruh, why can you not give me a good amount of chicken? Like, why is that so hard for you? You act like it's coming out your check. Like, I want you to make my bowl like how you would make your bowl. Is that fair? If you work there, I want you to make my bowl like how you would make your bowl, okay? That's what I need from you. Please, like, please hook me up like you would hook yourself up. And I know, because when I used to work at Chick-fil-A, so I had 1,010,000 jobs. Listen, when I was younger, the minute the manager said some shit to me, I was out. Like, fuck you, and fuck you. I would quit a job and then have a new job 2 days later. Like, don't play with me. But anyways, when I was working at Chick-fil-A, I used to work in the back. And I was the type of person, like, I'm going to make sure you get fresh food, bro. Like, Chick-fil-A is already going to be fresh. But I'm just saying, like, I'm going to hook you up with your fries. Like, when we scoop the waffle fries in there, like, you're going to have, it's going to overflow. Because that's what I would want. Like, you know what I'm saying? But some people, they be acting like it's coming out they check. I'll be like, why can't you just give me some more food? Like, give you a shit ton of rice. And that's what kills me. That's what kills me. They'll give you like 5 scoops of rice. I don't even want all that fucking rice. They'll give you a shit ton of rice. And then they only want to give you a little bit of vegetables. And then a shit ton of sauce. Like, bruh, I need you to please give me some more veggies. That shit is so annoying. I hate when they do that. I hate when they do that. I'd be nice. I'd be like, please. When they start that double shit, if I give you more, I have to charge you for double veggies. You barely put any veggies on it in the first fucking place. Like, what are you talking about? That shit is so annoying. Tell me you can relate. Like, tell me you know what I'm talking about. Please tell me you know what I'm talking about. Please tell me I'm not the only one. Like, leave a comment and let me know. Do you know what I'm talking about? And that's why, and that's the exact reason why I would never, like, I like to DoorDash too, okay? Because I am lazy and I don't feel like getting my own food. But places like that, where you can't where you walk the line with them as they make your bowl, I would never, ever in my life order from one of those places off of DoorDash. Oh no, I have to supervise my bowl. Absolutely not. Because you're not going to scare me. Because that's what's going to happen. You're going to be so hungry. You're going to be so excited about your Chipotle bowl or Kava bowl, whatever. So you're going to DoorDash it. You're going to be so ready for this bowl. You're going to be like, this is going to be perfect. Like, you sitting on the couch watching TV, like, checking your phone, just waiting for that DoorDash to be like, it's on the way. Your driver is close. Your driver is approaching. Please give a few minutes or whatever. You know how it be notifying you. You be hype as a bitch. And then you hear them knock on the door. You're like, yes, my food is here. Hell yeah. You go to the door, you get your food, you all hype, bro. You open your bowl, bro, and they give you a little bit of shit. Then let's say you want the onions. They don't even put the onions on there. Man, absolutely not. Nope. I will never DoorDash a place like that. I gotta supervise you while you make my motherfucking bowl. I gotta make sure you hooking it up. No, I will go. Nope. Nope. I need to make sure you're making it to my standards. No, no, no. Hello, hello. That's just me. Let me know. Like, do you feel me on that? Let me know. I feel like that everyone knows exactly what I'm talking about. I seen something on Instagram. I saw a video where it said, like, if you hold your phone up while they're making the bowl, like if you act like you're making a video of them, like recording, they'll give you the amount that they should be giving you. I've seen people do that. I was like, I wonder if that really works. I don't know. But I have seen people do that on social. Because it's out of control. Like, and then you're going to have the audacity to charge you $15 and $16 for the shit. You ain't barely put anything on. I got a bowl full of rice. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Do not play with me. Do not play with me. Hey, $16 for a bowl full of rice. No. Uh-uh. I'm gonna let the skillet soak because some of the food stuck to the bottom. So I'm gonna let that soak. But I am gonna start the dishwasher because the dishwasher is full to capacity. Is it lazy to use the dishwasher? Just let me know. Like, I mean, hey. I own my laziness. I own my laziness. I know I'm lazy with a lot of things. I'm not lazy when it comes to like being a better person. Like, you guys see I go to the gym every day. Like, I cook. I watch self-development videos and things like that. Like, y'all see that part. But when it comes to like cleaning, I'm lazy as fuck. Like, I am lazy as fuck, okay? I'll clean, because one thing I'm not going to do is sit in a dirty house. Like, it's only but so messy that I will allow it to get. And then I'm like, okay, I can't take it anymore. You feel me? It's only but so much clutter I can handle. But some things, I just don't. I'm just not going to do it. Like, I'm not washing dishes. Like, I'll wash pots. But, like, I'm not about to sit here and wash all them dishes in the dishwasher. Like, that's not going to happen. Those dishes will stay dirty. Like, I'll just start rinsing them off. Like, absolutely not. But, like, yeah, some things, hey, call it what you want. It is what it is. We all have our flaws. We all have our flaws. Okay, I'm gonna go sit down and yeah.